Let's kick things off with some excitement. Picture this. The lights are shining, the audience is roaring, and the music kicks in with that unmistakable energy only Dancing with the Stars can bring. Into that spotlight steps Olympic gold medalist Jordan Chiles, a gymnast who has already proven she can soar higher than most athletes in the world. But now, instead of flying between uneven bars or landing jaw-dropping tumbling passes, she's bringing her athletic power and personality to the dance floor. Her Week 2 performance wasn't just another dance. It was a jive that had the judges and the crowd completely captivated. And honestly, this is the kind of moment that makes fans realize why this show isn't just about celebrities learning to dance. It's about watching people step way outside their comfort zones and absolutely shine. Now, if you follow Jordan Chiles, you already know she's a fighter. She's resilient, and she's got a spark that doesn't dim. Last week, she brought a salsa that showed potential, but this week, she delivered something on an entirely different level. The jive is no joke. It's fast, it's technical, and it requires both stamina and rhythm. And Jordan showed she could handle every single beat. From crisp footwork to playful energy, she wasn't just counting steps. She was telling a story with her body, her expressions, and her confidence. You could see right away that she took the judges' feedback from the first week, processed it like a true competitor, and came back not just improved, but transformed. That is the mark of someone who doesn't just want to participate, they want to dominate. Looking ahead, the question is, how far can Jordan go? If she keeps taking feedback seriously, keeps building on her confidence, and keeps bringing that star power, she could absolutely become a finalist. Of course, this show is unpredictable. Voting can be swayed by fan bases, and sometimes talent alone doesn't guarantee survival. But Jordan is giving herself every chance to succeed by being consistent, likable, and exciting to watch. That's the formula for staying in the competition. And right now, she seems to be mastering it. The next dances will really test her versatility, but if the jive is any indication, she's more than ready for whatever's coming. The judges made that transformation crystal clear. Bruno Tonioli, always bursting with enthusiasm, couldn't hold back his praise. He shouted, "Jordan is going for gold tonight," which felt like the perfect callback to her Olympic success. He saw her focus, her determination, and how clean and sharp her movements had become. He even highlighted how she brought her personality into the performance, letting the audience see the playful, joyful side of Jordan. Then came Karianne Inaba, who took the praise in a different but equally powerful direction. She told Jordan that she reminded her of none other than Tina Turner. Think about that for a second. Tina Turner isn't just a singer. She's a cultural icon, known for her energy, stage presence, and star quality. For Karianne to compare Jordan to someone of that magnitude really speaks volumes. And let's pause there for a moment. Being compared to Tina Turner is not a casual compliment. It's one of those rare statements that stays with a performer forever. Tina Turner was fire, resilience, and raw power all in one package. She was the kind of performer who left everything on stage. And hearing that Jordan Chiles gave a performance that brought those same vibes is just incredible. For an athlete transitioning into dance, where performance and artistry matter as much as precision, that's one of the best compliments imaginable. And when Derek Hough chimed in with his one-word critique, calling the routine content, it rounded out the feedback perfectly. It meant substance, detail, and meaningful delivery, not fluff or surface-level movement. Jordan was there to compete, and it showed. Of course, Jordan herself wasn't shy about how she felt after her performance. She openly admitted that the first week felt like just an introduction, where she was saying, "I'm here." But this week, her attitude completely shifted into, "I'm here to stay." That kind of confidence is contagious, and it's the kind of mindset you need on a show like Dancing with the Stars, where the pressure only builds as the weeks go by. Jordan explained how she actually welcomes the judges' criticism, saying she enjoys hearing what they see so she can come back stronger. That's the true athlete mentality. You don't take critique as an insult, you take it as a gift, as fuel to push harder. And honestly, that's why she's already winning over fans who maybe didn't know her before this show. When it came to scoring, Jordan and her partner Ezra Sosa landed 22 out of 30 points. That put them in a four-way tie for second place out of 14 couples, which is nothing to scoff at. To climb that high on the leaderboard so early, especially against entertainers and performers who may have more experience with stage presence, is a major achievement. And remember, this is just week 2. It shows how much potential she has to climb even further, especially if she keeps improving at this pace. That tie also adds to the suspense of the season, because while she's riding high, there's always the unpredictability of live voting and audience perception. Still, when you put up numbers like that and earn comparisons to Tina Turner, you're making yourself a frontrunner. But not everyone was as lucky that night. 2 couples faced elimination: Corey Feldman and his partner Jenna Johnson, as well as former basketball player Baron Davis and Britt Stewart. Their exits were a reminder that this competition is intense and unforgiving. Every performance counts. Every detail matters. And for someone like Jordan, who thrives in high-pressure situations, that elimination drama might actually fuel her drive even more. Athletes like her know what it's like to compete with everything on the line. Sometimes it's Olympic gold, and now it's surviving another week on primetime television. The stakes are obviously different, but the mindset is the same. Stay sharp, stay confident, and never get complacent. What makes Jordan's journey even more compelling is the history of gymnasts on Dancing with the Stars. Simone Biles, Laurie Hernandez, Shawn Johnson, Suni Lee, Nastia Liukin, Ali Raceman, Stephen Nedorosik, and Mary Lou Retton have all competed before her. Gymnasts bring a certain advantage. They understand choreography, they know how to perform under pressure, and they've trained their bodies to move with precision. But gymnastics and ballroom are still very different worlds. To see Jordan stepping into those dance shoes and holding her own against seasoned entertainers is impressive, and the fact that she's already drawing comparisons to a superstar like Tina Turner sets her apart even within that group of gymnastics legends. Another interesting layer is her partnership with Ezra Sosa. Chemistry between partners is one of the most underrated parts of this competition. You can have all the talent in the world, but if the chemistry isn't there, it shows on stage. Luckily for Jordan, Ezra brings a mix of technical skill and youthful energy that complements her own athletic dynamism. The two seem to balance each other well. He provides guidance and polish, while she brings explosive athleticism and charisma. Together, they create performances that feel balanced, fun, and engaging. That kind of partnership can really carry them far, because the audience doesn't just vote on dance steps, they vote on connection, energy, and personality. As viewers, we're not just watching steps and spins, we're watching stories unfold. And Jordan's story is especially powerful because it's about proving herself outside of gymnastics. She's already shown the world she's an Olympic champion. She doesn't have anything left to prove in sports, but here, on this stage, she's showing that she's multidimensional. She's not just Jordan the gymnast. She's Jordan the entertainer, the performer, the competitor who can light up a stage in a completely different way. That's what makes her journey so engaging. Fans love watching someone step out of their comfort zone and succeed, and Jordan is giving us that every week. So, to wrap this up, Jordan Chiles' Week 2 performance wasn't just another dance. It was a statement that she belongs on that stage, a statement that she's more than just an athlete, and a statement that she's here to compete at the highest level. With judges comparing her to Tina Turner, with a solid score placing her near the top, and with her own mindset locked in on growth, Jordan is quickly becoming one of the stars to watch this season. And whether you're a gymnastics fan, a Dancing with the Stars superfan, or just someone who loves a good underdog story, her journey is one you won't want to miss. Because if this week showed us anything, it's that Jordan Chiles isn't just here. She's here to stay.